We are now going to work on one of my favorite projects of the semester, which is writing a persuasive speech abstract. So for your informative speech, I had you write an informative prospectus, which is very similar, but an abstract is a little different because it's typically used to help get the audience's attention before you even speak. So most of the times when you have to make a presentation at a conference, or even if you're writing an article to be published in a journal, they're going to ask for an abstract. So an abstract is a very short overview of what your presentation or your article is going to be about. It is your first chance to get your audience's attention. So for example, when I go to conferences for work, most of the time there's simultaneous sessions. So at one time slot, I'll have the option to pick from 6 different presentations. So to make my decision, what I do is I read the abstract that's published in the conference program. So just from reading their short description, most of them are under 200 words, some of them less, I have to make my decision of what I want to attend by what sounds interesting, what sounds like something that I either want to learn or that already agrees with my practice. But I really make a lot of judgments off of that 200-word abstract. So I think personally this is a really important skill to learn because no matter what profession you're going into, whether it's business, teaching, the medical field, even the arts, chances are you're going to go to some sort of conference and hopefully one day you'll be presenting at them. So you'll definitely have to write this. So this is a skill that I think you're going to use well beyond this class. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you write a speech abstract for your persuasive speech. I want you to act when you're writing it as if this is going to be at a conference and people are going to be reading all of these to pick which one they find the most interesting and which one they want to go to. So in 200 words or less, you're going to write your abstract. I encourage you to make your abstract and title as catchy and intriguing as you can. Again, most of the time when you're writing an abstract, there'll be very strict formatting things that you have to follow. And the reason for this is they only have a certain amount of room in a program. So basically, if it says you have a 200-word limit, anything after that 200 words, I've seen conference programs either cut that off, like just delete the rest of it to where it doesn't make sense because it ends in the middle of a sentence, or not even publish it at all because they didn't follow directions. So I am going to be a stickler when it comes to following these directions below. So for formatting for this assignment, I want you to use the font Times New Roman. Size of the font, 12. Your spacing needs to be single spaced. And you should have a heading before your speech. I want your heading to look like this. First line is going to include the title of your presentation. The second line is going to have your name. And then the third line usually asks for your institution or organization affiliation. So for everyone in this class, it's going to be Salisbury University. Make sure that your heading is centered and then start on the very next line and switch it back up here to a left alignment and continue with your abstract. When you're ready to submit, make sure your abstract is saved in a .doc file or .pdf format. If you have any questions, be sure to shoot me an email and let me know. I really want you to think about what your title is as well. Instead of it being something as why you should do X, Y, and Z, make it more interesting. The catchier and interesting as you can go, the best, because that's going to catch people's attention and it's going to, one, make them read your abstract and maybe attend your presentation. Again, if you have any questions, let me know.